there, friends. Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and Kel and I are here today to talk to you about a couple great books that we think are absolutely fantastic, and we hope that you will love them too. So I've got a brand new book to talk about today, and a book that's actually a little bit older. So I thought we'd mix it up a little bit, talk about something new, something old, but they're both amazing, and I know that you're going to like them both. So let's start with the old book, okay? So this one is called The City of Ember by Jeanne DuPrau. The City of Ember. I really just love how simple this cover is. I think there are multiple covers for it, but this one is my favorite. Just a simple light bulb, and when you read the story, you'll realize how important light bulbs actually are. So this is about two young people named Dune and Lena, and they live in the City of Ember, which is this city set in the future that is all, well, it's hard to describe without giving too much away, but we'll say this. So everybody works really hard. As soon as they turn 12 years old, every citizen is given a job. Lena really wants to be a messenger. She wants to run around and explore the city and deliver messages for people. Dune wants to work for the Pipeworks, which is underground in the tunnels, because he likes to figure out how things work. And he wants to try to fix the city. So when the two of them actually get each other's most wanted job, Dune gets assigned to be a messenger and Lena gets assigned the Pipeworks, so they swap, which kind of instigates this friendship between them. Now, the way that the city is run is that it is an enclosed city, okay? It is underground, and they run off of light bulbs to provide their light. So there is no natural light in the city. And the other thing is that their supplies are very limited. Their food is limited to what they have already stored away. And this has been like this for as long as anyone can remember. But things weren't always this way. And Lena and Dune are determined to get to the bottom of this mystery. They want to find out why the city is the way it is. How can they improve it? Can they save everybody in the city? Because the light bulbs are running out. And when the light bulbs are all gone and the electricity is done, they're going to be plunged into darkness. So it's up to Dune and Lena to try to figure out the mysteries behind their city and to figure out if there's not only a way out, but a way to figure out how to make things better. This book is so unique. It's a little bit of a dystopia, which means it's set in a futuristic world where things are not as good as they could be. But it's also a little bit of, I would say, a mystery, because they're always trying to figure out, like I said, Lena and Dune are trying to figure out the mystery. So if you love mystery, if you love puzzles, you will absolutely love this book, because what propelled me through it, and I've read this book multiple times, what's propelled me through this book every time is trying to figure out what is going on with this city. Who is behind all this? Why is the city the way it is? And, you know, there's like a time element too, because the light bulbs, like I said, they're running out. And when they're all gone, that's the end. So they just have to try to figure out what is going on with this city. It is a fantastic book. Not very long. It's pretty short. And it's actually the first one in a series. Once you read this book, the way that the end is, it's a fantastic ending, but you are absolutely going to want to read the next one to find out what happens next. So if you like mystery, if you like puzzles, if you like figuring things out, if you like adventure stories, try The City of Ember by Jeanne DuPrau. So next, I'd like to talk about a brand new book that has recently come out, and I absolutely love it. I'm not sure if it's going to make my favorites list of this year or not, because there's already some really strong contenders on there, but I loved it so much that it might. And this is called The Last Windwitch by Jennifer Adam. Yeah, Jennifer Adam. First of all, look at this cover and how beautiful it is, and mystical and magical, and even just look at the type. Like the way that the words are printed, just is this beautiful flowing sort of script, and which kind of fits in the story of wind being an element that is magical. And this story is about a young girl named Brita who lives in this little village called Oak Hollow. And she was abandoned when she was a baby, so she's never known her family, and she's living with the hedge witch in town. And a hedge witch is somebody that does like nature magic, grows herbs, makes potions and things for people. helps animals being born and babies being born and things like that, helps to heal. So Brita is training to also be a hedge witch, but she's not very good at it. She can feel that she has magic in her, but she doesn't know that it's a magic along the lines of what her mentor has. And basically what happens is she finds these really rare magical beings called thunder horses, and they contain all these elements. There's one that contains the rain, there's one that contains wind, one that contains thunder, and nobody believes that she's seen them because they're so rare, and everybody kind of thinks they're just this fable, right? They're tied into the story of the Windwitch, which is a really powerful witch way back in the day who performed air magic. Could turn into an eagle, could fly, use the wind to carry messages, and there hasn't been a Wind Witch since this last one because of how rare this magic is. So Brita is now trying to get to behind this mystery of why are these horses now appearing? Why is the land starting to fail? Because crops are starting to die, and everybody is thinking that it's the cause of this evil queen that rules the kingdom and doesn't allow any kind of magic other than hers, which is this dark sorcery. She kind of looks past hedge witches because they don't really have too strong of a magic, but Brita catches her attention, unfortunately, because of the magic hidden within her, and she's now trying to hunt her down. So then Brita is on the run from this evil queen. She's trying to track down these horses that are magical. What I love so much about this book, it's a standard fantasy story, right? It's a young person going on a quest, learning things about herself that she never knew before, all things that I just absolutely love about the fantasy genre. But what made this book really stand out for me was the writing. The writing was so absolutely gorgeous in this book. I really felt like I was in the village of Oak Hollow with Brita the whole time. Everything she experienced, from the food to the setting, everything that she was experiencing, I could feel it and just see it almost in my head so vividly. The writing for this story was just really fantastic. Hands down, some of the best writing in a young person's book that I've read in a while. So even just for that, it is totally worth it. But like I said, the story is also really incredible. I really enjoyed having this magical adventure with Brita and trying to get to the bottom of this mystery and also finding out what her powers entail, which the title kind of gives it away. But wonderful story. If you love fantasy, lost my dragon. If you love fantasy, you will absolutely love this book. Well, that's what we have for you guys today. I hope everything sounds really fun and exciting. If so, please feel free to check out these books from the Farmington Community Library. We have them at either branch, and you can pick them up or do it through curbside service as well. Thanks so much, friends, and have a wonderful rest of the day.